Hey friends, thanks for tuning in. We are going to do another WLOG, something we haven't done in a long time. So I'm heading out early to the job. I don't really work a whole lot in the field anymore, mainly in the office, but today they're calling in the big dogs. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I need to get a job finished. We are rebuilding an RV gate and then a little gate on the side of it. So you'll see it when we get it out there, but it's a pretty big undertaking for one guy, so I'm coming out today to help him out. I got all the materials in the back of my truck here. My employee's picking up a few other things from Home Depot on his way out. We need a 4x6 redwood fence post, another gate hinge, and a cane bolt and a gate wheel. So yeah, we're heading out there right now. We should be out there here in about 5 minutes, and I'll show you guys what's up once we get out there.
Continue for 2.
All right, here's what we got, guys. So this is our small gate here, and as you can see, it's already out of the ground. But it is in concrete here, so we're gonna have to cut that concrete out to get that guy out of there, but it's pretty much falling right over, as you can see here. This is our bigger gate. We want about an 8-foot gate here, 4-foot gate here. We're gonna put a gate wheel on there and a cane bolt. As you guys can see over here, we got a 4x6 post that's actually held to that guy. And then over here we got our 4x4 post. So first thing, we're going to start by dismantling everything. Check it out, I've been fishing a lot with my kids. There's perfect worms. There's a whole bunch of worms under this thing. I don't think I can save them though, but we can try. I'm gonna look for something to see if I can save these worms. Just for my kids. And I'm a little crazy. All right, so my employees bring in the diamond blade. I didn't bring one this morning, so we can cut this out, but I'm gonna try and dig what I can in there with the demo hammer. And then we got to get this guy out, but I have a feeling it's really just held in by these lag bolts that are lagged through these two here, because the homeowner said he put this in like many years ago and he dug it super deep. So I'm betting that this post is not even in the concrete, this 4x6. We're gonna put one in the concrete, but I think we're gonna go back with a 4x4, to be honest, just because we have all this other beefage here. And then we'll put our 4x4 here, but we're gonna start and do what we can. My employee just called me. He said he's on his way. Should be here shortly, so let's rock and roll. I'm not really hitting anything on this post hole, so I'm kind of thinking that oh, there's a big old juicy worm down there. There's a lot of good worms on this property. That's good. So once we get this cut out, we'll probably have really good access to get that concrete out, get that in there. So it looks like this post is in concrete, so I did hit some concrete, so we'll get to going on that. I bet maybe all 3 of these posts were put in at the same time or something, but it'll be interesting. So we'll get to digging around this post. Check out my spoils. Looking good. I always love it when you get a lot of concrete out right away. That's always super exciting. That means hopefully the concrete will start breaking up fairly easy for you, because sometimes you get concrete that it literally just disintegrates and it doesn't come out in these big old chunks. So hopefully we can get concrete that comes out in chunks like that. It's even nicer if they come out in bigger chunks than that, but we'll take what we can get here. All right, I'll show you guys what I got here. Got a hole down to, we're going to China there. You can see this post is all rotten out. It's missing all parts of it. So get these guys off. This nut's actually loose by hand. This one's not. So we're getting there. All right, we got Cody here. Say hi, Cody.
Hey guys.
All right, so Cody's gonna get going on this post. He brought me a cement grinding wheel, so I'm gonna cut this guy out and ship that out. So we're gonna have some fun. There you go. Yeah. No big deal. Nice work. Got the old post out.
All right.
Yeah, this is a 4x4 here.
Yeah,
cool.
Good. Cool.
All right, got all this cut here. Now I just need to chip it out. Cody's working hard, or are you hardly working? All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, got my hole dug here. Looking good there. And then Cody's over here.
This one's pretty
looking good.
Yep.
We're about ready to set our posts. Think we're ready, Cody?
I think we're ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, so we were able to we lagged this post to this post, and then we were able to lag our post to this post. So it's actually already solid right now, nice and plumb. So we're ready to pour some concrete. So that'll hold it nice and steady while we pour our concrete. And then over here, we're getting ready to pour this concrete. Cody's getting the hose over there. And then we're gonna mix and pour some concrete in here. With that post right there, we should be good to go. Let's get on it. And we get to see how wrap it around. And then we'll be able to know if we're straight or not. Yeah. We'll go. All right, we got this post set in the ground here. And then Cody got this one set in the ground. Like we said earlier, this one was nice because we lagged it to these other ones, so that was kind of holding it plumb. We're gonna get it cleaned up, and then we're gonna start building our gate here. Cody's never built a gate, so we're gonna show him. So that'll be fun. Let's get on it. All right. You ready to build a gate? Okay. So we know that our first gate here is going to be 4 feet long. Okay. That's really the recommended maximum width for a wood gate that doesn't have any support on that side. 4 feet. This one's going to be 8 feet, and we're going to have a support with a wheel. Yep. So 4 feet's the max. That's what he wants. So we'll do 4 feet here. So what we're going to do here then is we're going to start off by cutting 45s. Okay. What we make is, it's called a diamond truss gate frame. Okay. And you'll kind of see, I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. So what we're going to start is cut just a 45, as close to the end as possible, so you have as little of, slack as possible. Okay. So this is going to be a 4-footer, and this will be the top of our deal. So what I'm going to do now is you want to make these cuts the same way. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to tape measure right here. So I'm going to measure from this tip here, and I'm going to come down 4 feet. Okay. And the way that I mark is I mark like this.
Yeah, that's
okay?
How I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you have a good point. And then you go ahead and make your mark right there. And then I want to get my line so that it ends right there. Okay?
Gotcha.
So that's going to be my line. And you could even do that if you need to remember what side to cut. Yep. Okay. So then you're going to set it up like this, and you want to be very intricate so that this line is on this side of the saw blade like that. Yep. You want to grab that when it falls. Okay, so this, in a sense, is going to go right here. This is our top board. Okay. And then we're going to create another bottom board, and then we're going to create a sideboard and a sideboard. Okay. And then it's all going to come together. Then we're going to put trusses in it. Gotcha. So it's going to look like a diamond. And then we're going to put one in the middle. So
see, 2 of those.
4 feet, that looks about good to come down. So we can actually we can cut 3 more 4-footers. Okay. But the best thing to do when you're talking about production is measure as little as possible. Yeah. So now that we already have one cut, we can use this as a template, right? Yeah. So we can grab this piece, we can just lay it here, line up these two, line up this side here. Yep. Draw your line. Draw your line. But then also you got to think about another thing about production efficiency is not having to move your saw. So if we actually flip this way, flipped this way, and flip this way, now we don't have to move our saw. Does that make sense? Because it's already cutting in this direction. Yep. Yep. So this is our template. So we're going to remember that. Put that on an edge. It'll help you hold. It's about the same height, So then you cut this one about right there. And then you got flax. Flax do good too for blocks, like that. So now, and then another thing, just, you may know some of this, but so now, more than likely, this template might be just a smidgen different than this second one might be a smidgen different than the template. So you always want to use the first one. Always want to use the first one. Yeah. So you never want to use this one to mark your next, because then you're going to be, you could be
it's like playing the
quarter of an inch off. Right. Yeah. Like telephone, yeah. So now let's go ahead and grab another board, and let's do it. So you want to do 2 more of those? 2 more, correct. Okay. Yep, you got it. Now we're just going to lay it out. So it's nice here because all sides are 4 feet. So you don't have to worry about what's top, what's bottom. Square. But like on the other one where the top's going to be 8 feet long, you have to worry about what's top versus sides. So really this is it. And then, so you want to just start with one side so we'll start with this corner. So you want to get this corner nice and right. Yep. And then what I do is straddle it. Put both knees on it so you have weight, so you know that you're good here and you're good here. And you're going to use a total of 4 screws. One here, one there, one there, All right, looking good. Nice.
All right.
Okay, now that you're done with that, now we'll work on the second piece, which is creating our diamond trusses. So we're going to create pieces that go here, here.
Okay.
Well, first, actually, we should create one that goes right in the middle.
Okay.
So we'll take a measurement from here all the way to over there to create one right in the middle that should have 2 straight cuts. And then then I'll tell you how we figure out what our diamonds are and how to cut that. Okay, now that we got our diamond truss pieces cut here and they all work, we're gonna go ahead and screw it together. That's looking pretty good. All right, Cody.
Okay.
So we want to get 2 screws in each. So one here and then about another one here or so. The reason for that is because if you only get 1 screw, it can tend to wobble, you know. So 2 screws is better than 1.
Alrighty, sir.
Go ahead and stand her up. There you go.
Looks pretty.
So now we want to think about the side that the client's going to see is to be the nicest, you know?
Yeah.
Because this side is, this board in particular is kind of junky.
Yeah, so this side for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
Okay.
So C. So yeah, it'll go just like that. Okay, I'm gonna need some Van Bibbers in my pocket. And then I want you to hold it with a level.
Okay.
And you gotta make sure it's nice and level. Really from the inside. I'll be on the outside. We level? No, okay. Oh, let me fix this in. Okay. Let's bring her up. We want it about right there. Even. Actually looks pretty good. Right there?
Yep.
Hold on, let me get another string. All right, so we got our first post up there with our gate. We got the other picket already set. So Cody right now is building the second gate, which is like 91 7/8 long. So that's a pretty long gate, but we are going to have a wheel attached to the end of it with a cane bolt holding it down. So the RV section of the gate is rarely going to get opened up at all. It's mainly going to be this 4-foot section here. All right, we're about to take some lunch here. We got our pickets up here. Got this side all finished. Got our string line run for our picket height. He's finishing up the almost 8-foot gate. So this is where we're looking at lunch right now. Looking good. All right, now we're back from lunch. We're going to hang this long gate. That's the goal here. Okay. All right, we're rocking and rolling. I'm gonna let me show you guys what I got here. I got the wheel and the cane bolt. So I got the cane bolt installed, so now I gotta drill a hole for it down there. And we'll be good to go there. It works. Look at that, Cody. Right. Our gate opens. That's great. Gotta make it over. Doesn't like going over an extension cord. Beautiful. Here we go, Jim Bob. All right. All right, here's the old cane bolt. We're in place. We can lift it out, lock it up, and then suck it back. Sorry, I took the cane bolt out for you. There you go. Okay, let's see if it holds it in the right spot though. Let's see if this gate latches now. Oh, I need to adjust it a little bit because I think as you're adding pickets, it sags a little bit. So probably at the end, it will be our final adjustment. All right, I just got back from the old Lowe's Blows and got some aircraft cable, 1/16 inch aircraft cable with some ferrules. So we're gonna create a nice little latch to open up this gate here. I'm gonna show Cody and YouTube how to do it. Okay, all we need is just some good dikes. Okay, so we're gonna get some 1/16 aircraft cable, and then we're gonna this one's got a little bit of bend in it, so I'm gonna kind of cut it so it's nice and flush like that.
I don't know if this is on.
Yeah, it's going. Yep. It blacks out to say battery. So we're gonna feed it through. Well, first we're gonna put one end of our ferrule in. So one end of the ferrule, okay? And then we're gonna feed it through here. And then we're gonna feed it through the other end of our ferrule. Just like that. I'm gonna bring the ferrule all the way down to here so it's nice and tight, okay? And if you had dikes, it'd be easier. Then you just crimp it. You don't want to cut it, you just want to crimp it. Okay, so it's nice and crimped there. All right, and then on this side, we're gonna make another loop here and screw it in there. All right, and there you have your little latch here. That's the idea. All right, I want to show you guys the back of the gates here. This is the Diamond Truss gate frame. So we fixed this now so it automatically springs back. And what I did is I lowered this screw, which we call the Van Bibber. That's got a story of its own here. So it was here and it causing too much friction. So now that we lowered it, now it pops it back. So that shouldn't be an issue. So that closes. And then we got this little board here we just added just for extra security. So then that goes right there and holds it nice and secure. So that is our almost 8-foot gate and then 4-foot gate looking right there. All right, so that's a wrap for our double gate here. What'd you think of the job, Cody?
It was good. It took one day and it looks really good.
Yeah, it's 3:30, so
yeah.
We wanted to be done by 4, so that's good.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys have any comments, we'd love to see them in the comment section. If you want to comment of how bad of a job he did, let me know. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.
All right, see you guys.